Your second time through, now it's for real. You're going to be in games. You were working with the ones today. How do you feel that you're coming along here at camp so far?
I definitely feel a lot more comfortable out there. I think, moving from wide receiver to tight end was a little bit of adjustment my first year, but I feel a lot more comfortable out there, blocking and running, so I feel good.
What was the biggest part of the adjustment?
Definitely blocking. Just, being attached, a little bit different. A lot of technique that goes into it that people overlook. So that was the biggest adjustment, just getting that technique down and all the steps.
Were you very physical in high school? Is that part of it too?
Yeah. Blocking corners in high school from blocking defensive end and linebackers, it's a little bit different, that's for sure.
How much did you have to change your body?
I definitely had to put on a little weight. I came in about 215. I'm up to about 240 right now, so I definitely had to, get bigger to be attached and play tight end here.
That position is different here, sort of a hybrid.
Yeah.
You have to be able to know power, but you have to be able to run wide. What do you like about the position, and what's been the most difficult thing, other than the blocking, to adjust to?
I also like it because I get to play in the slot a little bit, still run routes like a receiver. Obviously the blocking is a little bit different, but if you could do both, it makes you more flexible to be able to get on the field in different ways.
How much has Kendrick helped? I know that he's one of the leaders, sort of a silent type leader for us. We don't know much about him, but how has he helped the leadership role with you?
He teaches us a lot, especially just from his tight end standpoint, just because he does a lot of things well. He's fast, he's very strong, runs great routes. Especially in the film room, just watching him, you can see all the different things he does, and us as other tight ends have to be up to speed with him, try to mimic what he does.
We've got some new faces here at the position. I saw Carl getting a lot of work with the twos today. I think Jake's even gotten some reps. How are those guys coming along?
Good. Tuck's doing a great job. He really likes to hit. Good body out there. I know Vargas has been. He hasn't been practicing. He's been hurt a little bit, so he's been banged up. But new guys are doing good. They're learning plays and just getting adjusted. They're doing a really good job.
I've been in the airport like 3.
One of the things that when I read about guys that want to come here and play, they talk about Eric Ebron and that kind of thing. How do you envision yourself? What kind of player are you? Because Carolina fans haven't seen you yet. So if there's a player that you can sort of identify with, what kind of player would that be?
I think hybrid explains it real well. I want to be able to do a lot of different things. I want to be able to line up at the slot, go out and catch some balls, but I also want to be attached and do some different things in the run game and, open up big holes for our running backs to run through. So I really want to be flexible, do a lot of different things in the offense.
Thanks, Sunday.